Want children to learn when they're here? What do we want children to feel when they're in this place? And the answer came pretty fast, and the mayor's already talked about that. We want kids to learn what Tigard is trying to model as a city, and that is how to be welcoming, how to foster belonging, how to be carbon responsible in a country that takes for granted clean air and available water and fertile soil and temperate heat. And these are values that apply everywhere, and they apply to everybody, and they are universal. So you can see here the lettering that we chose for Universal Plaza. All of the letters are lowercase. They're all equal. There's no hierarchy. They're soft and rounded, and they have these repeating circles inside the letters, the circle being a symbol of wholeness and unity. The logo was designed with both sustainability and equity in mind. Each one of the symbols signifies one of the four classical building blocks of the universe. The green here is air or wind. The orange is the ground or soil. This spark shape is fire, and the blue symbolizes water. So Universal Plaza is a celebration of sun, soil, water, and breeze. And the colors are bright and bold, of course, to pronounce. This is a place for kids, and it's a place for fun. And the blue and the green are Tigard colors. But the most important thing about the logo is that it is an ensemble. So each of these symbols is beautiful in its own right, but they're not separated. You can see that they're all touching. And in their coming together, they make something that's even better. You've got new colors in overlapping spaces, odd shapes, lights and darks, and a whole that's more wonderful than the parts. We are our best when we come together. And that is what this logo and this plaza is trying to say. And I'm so happy that now everybody in Tigard can have their own Universal Plaza stories about finding one another and finding joy here and in downtown Tigard. Okay, now it's an exaggeration to say that a million details went into the making of this plaza, but only just, because hundreds of people made thousands, I would say tens of thousands of decisions that added up to the plaza that we see all around us. And so I want to get on with some thank yous. And I also want to start by thanking every Tigard voter who supported the Parks Bond back in 2010, and all the city councilors from that time who led that effort. And a big thank you to all our supporters of Tigard Parks and Recreation since then. This beautiful plaza today is being handed over to our Parks Department, and they have the big responsibility of keeping it available and open for use 365 days a year, and that is not something that we can do without the continued support of Tigard voters. So to every city councilor who voted in favor of purchasing the site and of all the contracts and contract amendments and lease buyouts and all of those hard decisions, I want to say thank you. And to every community design advisor who Zoomed with us during those dismal, dark days at the beginning of COVID, when this was brightening an otherwise dismal time, I want to say thank you. And a huge thank you to Alta Planning and Design for the elegant boardwalk that stitches the plaza and downtown more tightly into the Fano Creek Plaza, or the Fano Creek Trail system, and which will allow thousands of cars and tons of greenhouse gases to stay put, because it's easier to get here now by bike than by foot. And by the way, it'd be great to give a little wave if you're out there if I mention your name, so people can know who you are and they may want to ask you questions after we get done with the ceremony. So I've already mentioned Rios Design Collective, but I want to personally thank Peter Emerson, studio director, Bram Sandelsky, senior project director, and Mario Salazar, if you're out there somewhere, project director, who gave us this amazing design and brand. There was not nearly enough time to convey the talent and commitment it took to architecturally translate this vision into the place where we're standing, and they somehow accomplished this brilliantly. And we also have Rios to thank for bringing Jim Garland to Tigard. Jim's firm is called Fluidity Design, and it's famous for water features all over the world. And Jim designed convergence right here for us to anchor the plaza. And convergence reflects the incredible natural environment we enjoy as Oregonians. And Jim, I want to thank you on behalf of the generations of Tigard kids who are going to go nuts here, and also on behalf of their beleaguered and very grateful parents. And somebody had to build all this, of course, and we were fortunate to have BNC Construction, including their project team of John Scott and Ken Ferringer, who are out there somewhere. Ken was the project manager. He helped line up the plumbers and the roofers and the electricians, landscapers, concrete and paving contractors, and many others and made sure we got the most competitive subcontractor bids in the worst construction market in the last 50 years. And John Scott, the PNC superintendent, was on site every day scheduling all this work and making sure it got done and done well. And thank you to everybody on the PNC construction team and to all the subcontractors. Now, we don't build a lot of these in Tigard, and so we engaged a firm called Shields, Oblitz, Johnson to be our owner's representative, to coordinate the budget, schedule, team, and to represent Tigard when issues got tough. Vanessa Robinson did that work brilliantly, and she kept the whole team together the whole time. She ran weekly team meetings for a full year. Thank you, Vanessa. And thank you also to Kim Knox, another principal at SOJ, for helping us with the hard parts, which fortunately were very few, thanks in large part to you, Kim. If there are any subcontractors, or consultants, or contractors out there who worked on the project, maybe just give a little wave now. And thank you for being here. And also, everybody who's here from the City of Tigard, Team Tigard, the staff, and the committees and the commissions, whether you worked on the project or not, please give a little wave as well. A group of folks from the city do deserve a little shout out. Gary Pagenstacker, Judy Martin, and Laura Berry all played key roles. Martin McKnight, the city's park supervisor, was a trusted advisor through the whole design process. And then one staff person, however, deserves special mention, who did most of the work on the project. If you thought that was me, you'd be sadly mistaken. Sean Farrelly is our redevelopment manager, and he was the guy who made sure that every dot was connected on this project between city departments, consultants, other permitting agencies, neighboring properties, committees, council, budgets, fees, permits. He did this so well, and he did it while juggling every other project in our downtown and also in the Tigard Triangle. Sean, you are a great teammate. And a true workhorse, and you've been on the project longer than anyone, so congratulations, Sean. Well done. I have one last story to tell. Many of you might know Lloyd Purdy, our economic development manager, but Lloyd has a pretty demanding boss. And about a year ago, his boss said, "Lloyd, we have to have food carts at the Plaza." And Lloyd said, "Okay." And his boss said, "On opening day." And Lloyd then did a very Lloyd thing. He invented the Launch Pod, a food business incubator. He won some grants to buy and outfit a couple of carts, and he recruited local entrepreneurs to be the inaugural Launch Potters. And that's why today I can also introduce Alfredo and Joshua Carrion of West Coast Tortas, and Juliana Mosley of Harvest Moon. They are also having grand openings today, right over there, and I want to thank them for being such amazing ambassadors for the City of Tigard. Thank you, Lloyd, for all of your work. You and everyone that I've mentioned, and everybody I neglected to mention, brought a spirit of positivity and possibility and togetherness on this project that I hope sets a course for the City of Tigard and for this place as long as Universal Plaza is here. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Kenny, and thank you to everyone that you mentioned in your words. You brought the sun as well, so thank you. At this point, I'm going to have Mayor Lube join us again to perform our dedication of our Jason Snyder Community Tables. Mayor?
Thank you so much. I'm going to walk and talk. So we are here to celebrate Universal Plaza, but we are also here to celebrate the dedication of these amazing tables. And to celebrate our community member. Jason Snyder started serving the Tigard community in 2001 as a reserve police officer. He served on the budget committee as a committee member and a chair. He also served on city council as a councilor, and as our most recent past mayor. He really lives and breathes the Tigard community and has been dedicated to this community for a long time, for over 20 years. And he's raising his family here with his wife Jody and his 3 beautiful children. So his history and his legacy
recognizing me in this way is awkward and not something I'm really into. With that said, when the concept was sort of run by me relatively recently, I must say I'm very honored that the staff and the council put so much thought into what would be meaningful to me, and that is a place for dialogue with everyone in the community where people can have a safe space, do some reflection, and really spend time in community and discussion. That's very meaningful to me. I hope it helps decades of people in the broader community and in Tigard. I look forward to spending some time at the tables, grabbing some food at the launch pods, heading over and having some tough discussions. We as a community need to continue doing that and have them be constructive, and this is a great place for that. So on behalf of, I want to also thank my family for all the support they've provided over the decades of serving the community. My wife Jody here, and then my 3 children don't usually come to these events, but they came today, so Kellen, Ainsley, and Bowen are all here, and I appreciate them being here, so thank you.
chance for some pictures as well as so thank you again for being here and enjoying all that Universal Plaza has for you today.
Do what you can. Anyways, I see you guys. Go part of the herd. No, I don't know. You don't want this. Kissed it.
Hey, Martin. Okay. I think it's it already. Oh, did you open folding? Yeah, why don't you bring the ribbon closer? Stay right there. I'd like to invite forward all of the people who've worked on this project, contractors, architects, city people, Graham, Peter. Come on up. You're going to be in the picture. No, you're staying. You're staying. You guys are staying. We're going to add
come right through the water.
In this photo, I'm going to get up on this bench. You guys are just going to shift a little bit this way, because there's a lot of you. Right here. All right, Sam, everyone, looking right here. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 17, 20. Everyone in the community, raise your hands. Woohoo!
Now everybody else, everybody look towards the camera. This is one for all of us who are joining this beautiful day.
Excellent.
Good job. Okay, Katie, here we go.
Roll that into your storage spot? Yeah, you can do it. Yeah.
Likewise. How are you? Nice
Excellent.
to see you.
My antisocial husband and dog, both of them are kind of...
Off to the antidote?
Yeah, they're a little uncomfortable with crowds.
Working their way off.
So I'm going to try to find them.
Nice seeing you.
Yes, we were here.
Yeah, I think, leave it there and have people sign.
Let me go grab the. I'll go.